What is pay it forward in house cleaning, and how does it work, and how do you pay it forward if someone has been paying you during the pandemic and you haven't actually showed up to clean? Great question. We're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, if you have a question, you can go over to housekeepers.com, and in the corner, there's a blue button that when you click on the blue button, a little microphone appears, and you just start talking to me, and it comes to me here at the show, and then we can get your questions answered. So if you don't want to use that on the computer and you don't like the sound of your voice, you can also email me at angela@askahousecleaner.com. That also comes to me right here at the show, and we do read all of our emails. All right, on to today's show. There's a house cleaner that called in and asked this question.
Hi, Angela. I have a client that is paying me even though I'm not coming to the house during the pandemic, and I would like to know how to show my appreciation that she is doing this.
All right, I love this question for the fact that lots of house cleaners are uncomfortable when people do nice things for us. It's uncomfortable because we are the givers. We are the people pleasers. We are the one that blesses the lives of other people. So when people bless the lives of us, sometimes it's a little bit uncomfortable and we don't know how to receive that. All right, let me share with you just a minute the basics in how miracles work. All right, I love miracles, and I grew up in a religion that says, ask and you shall receive. Now, there's no regulations as to how many times a day you can ask. So I just started asking all the time. But here's the catch. If you're going to ask for a miracle, then you have to also be willing to receive it. Oh, it's such a foreign concept for most of us, right? So here we are going into a pandemic. Money is tight. We've asked for a miracle, and then our customers pay us money, and we haven't even showed up to clean. And so the first thing is, oh, I should give the money back, or I should do something nice for them. All right? It makes it really weird when someone tries to give you a gift and you just can't receive it. So when you try to reciprocate and you try to give something back and you try to do more, it starts getting weird and it convolutes the reason why they gave you the gift. So the very first thing that I want you to practice, and it's one of the hardest lessons that I personally ever had to learn, was accepting the graciousness of others. So when someone just gives you something with no strings attached, your job is to not attach any strings. Wow, what an interesting concept, right? So here's the challenge for you. And I know you want to do something nice in return. We'll get to the pay it forward part in just a minute. When someone does something nice for you for the next 30 days, I want you to practice just accepting it with no strings attached. Now, when I did this exercise, I was at a customer's house cleaning, and she said, would you like a tomato sandwich? Well, I really didn't because I was in a hurry, but for 30 days, no matter what happened, I had to accept it. So I said, yes, thank you very much. So she made me a tomato sandwich. Thank you very much. And I ate it and it was delicious. All right. Another woman was cleaning out her closets and she said, my husband has all these extra clothes that he's not using. Do you want them? Well, no, I didn't want them. I'm not a man. I'm not going to wear his clothes. They don't fit me. I don't know any men that live nearby that I would give them to. I didn't have a use for them. But here's the thing. When someone gives you something, in order to practice receiving, for 30 days, you have to take it no matter what. So for this particular instance, I said, yes, thank you, I'll take them. Then on my way home from the job, I dropped them off at the Goodwill Industries. I passed them on so that they could go through the giving process from her heart to the heart of someone who needed it, right? It wasn't me. I was just kind of the middleman in between, but I received it and then I passed it on. All right, so what happened over the course of 30 days, people started giving me a bunch of things. And it seemed like I had opened the doors or the floodgates of receiving. And then I was like, yes, this is really awesome because now I know how to receive. As well as now I have a bunch of stuff I don't need, don't want, can't use, but I can give them to other people. Now it's really weird because as I started passing on and regifting the stuff that came through my life, there were people that are like, oh my goodness, you've changed my life. This is exactly what I needed at this moment. All right, so here's what's really cool. Sometimes the thing you get is not for you, but you have the connection of the person that needs it. So when you receive it and you pass it on, it comes through you to the person that actually needs it, right? So as far as receiving, and now I'll go back to the pay it forward part, There are times people want to just give you something. And if you try to always pay them back, like pay that person back, it does get weird and it makes them uncomfortable. And they're like, well, she doesn't know how to receive gifts, so I'm going to stop giving her gifts. And then instead of the miracles flowing through you, you've just put a halt on it. And then you're always asking and you're praying for more and you're hoping for more and you're wishing for more and you're struggling for more, when in fact it was coming to you and all you had to do is open the doors and be a channel for which that could flow. All right? So it's a really important concept, and because we are people pleasers, we want to be the ones that give. But if you are going to give, you must also receive. It's such a cool concept. All right, now here's the pay it forward part. As your life is blessed, there will be other people down the road, down your journey, through your path, whose lives you are going to be able to bless. And as you bless their lives, there's no expectation of anything in return. It's not a game of keeping score. It's a game of asking and receiving and using it to the very best that you have, blessing the lives of other people, and then making it count. It's a flow. It's an energy, right? And so when someone gives you something, you say, oh my goodness, thank you so much. You've just blessed my life. And that's it, right? That's it. There's nothing else for you to do. And then as your life becomes abundant and you are able to bless the lives of others, then you pay it forward, right? That's how that works. If the air conditioning man came and you gave him a tip, and then he showed up later that afternoon with some homemade bread and said, well, you gave me a tip and I wanted to give you something back, all of a sudden it just got really weird, right? So stop the weirdness, just learn to accept. How do you show your appreciation for her? You say, oh my goodness, thank you so much. And if you want, you can write her a personal handwritten thank you note. You've blessed the lives of me and my family during this pandemic when we've been out of work. You've kept food on our table, and for you, I will eternally be grateful. That will go so far, and that's all she's looking for, right? That you don't need to do anything else. And I encourage you not to do anything else until you are able to pay for the next person whose lives need your help. All right? So it's just a weird lesson in energy and receiving and giving. So you will pay it forward when you are able. And always keep it in the back of your mind what you are able to pay forward. And then do it, because like I say, it is a blessing in command. All right, I hope that helps a little bit. If it does, please pass this on to a friend. If we've earned your subscription, please subscribe. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.